I feel different. I'm glad I didn't cancel. Because I was feeling better today, so I was like, I could probably use the money more than I could use the healing. But I'm very glad I went. More for, validation that, what I've been thinking lately and what I, come to the conclusion of is, I got that validation. As a permission slip to let go of any attachments, wrongness of me kind of stuff, to talk to someone that is on the same page as me, who's been through the same journey. That was probably the best part about it, is that I know he's been through what I've been through. Not the same way, but definitely been through that dark night of the soul stuff, walking through the hellfire, and got out of the other end. Gave me some reasons. Talked to spirit guides. I don't know if they were mine or his, or made up, but it's very confirming, validating, and I think that's what I needed. I just needed someone else to have seen what I've seen, to have experienced what I've experienced, and to know that I'm alright, that my intuition is actually trustworthy and it's not all crazy, even though it's so different than what we grew up to believe. And you did some drumming, and those drums, they go straight through your body. Did some chakra work, which, I don't know what that involves. He also did didgeridoo, sound healing, and voice sound healing, and crystals on my body, and a lyrebird feather run through my energy, sort of something kind of like intuitive Reiki kind of healing. All, multiple permission slips for me to move forward with my joy. And what a great job he has. What a great job that is. That's also something I very resonate with, the shamanic work, and he did a cleansing, sage and feather before I even went in there. It was just really good to speak to someone that actually knows what I'm talking about as far as that psychotic episode or dark night of the soul or hellfire that I went through. Yes. And putting an explanation on it, like understanding it. Like, I don't understand it, but he understood it and said that I will too. I like to think that that's true. That I'll be in touch with my own, knowing of the source of wisdom, my own spirit guides or higher self or whatever it is that is allowing us to think differently than mainstream. strange, that some of the things he suggested were things that I already did this morning. I like that synchronicity, that extra validation of, I do something that's not my norm, not part of my norm. I've done it this morning, and his suggestion is, we suggest. Oh, and also, Dr. Moto, last night I asked a question on Facebook. I don't know if I actually posted, I think I posted it in one of the groups, and I said, just how far can we go with Dr. Moto's work, just what is possible with us as humans? How far can we take it? And one of the things he said, and I didn't ask him that question, I asked a private Facebook group that question. He said, have you heard of Dr. Emoto's work? You need to do Dr. Emoto's work on your body. And I went, wow, that's so weird that you mentioned that. Like last night, literally asking the question, just how far can we take Dr. Emoto's work? I don't think I can remember everything that was discussed. I don't think he would either. And I was there for 2 hours recording this to try and remember. The downloads, like when I said I was doing those journaling, remember when just before I went crazy, I was journaling, for 2 hours every morning, just writing all this stuff. And he said that was channeled, and that your spirit guides want you to do that over the next couple of weeks to re-tap into spirit. Just start, automatically writing and journaling again to tap back in, retune, and then I should be able to receive it in a different way. We'll see. We'll leave that space open to see if that happens, because this is what I've been trying. I haven't told anyone this, but for the last couple of months I've been trying to channel, and I've been using a pendulum and a Ouija board and all the birds. And trying to tune in, meditation. I think I did do a video on channeling Eric, and I didn't tell you about the experiences that I had with that, but there was 2 profound experiences that I had whilst being in touch with Eric. One being something moving while I was watching one of his videos, and another a week later when I was compelled to go and visit someone that I haven't seen since her husband died, and I was just finished with my friend, finished with my storage, and I ended up driving to her house. And when I went in there, she started talking about her son and the problems he was having, blah blah blah. And it turned out that he'd actually committed suicide. He went missing and he committed suicide. And Eric is a spirit guide, I guess now, but he shot himself when he was in physical form. And it was just like these synchronicities of being, watching these Eric videos non-stop, and then being led to one of my friend's houses a few days after her son had been found, a few days after the funeral, 3 days after the funeral. Something's just can't be explained by coincidence. You have this knowing that you're being led. I feel like I can maybe trust in life a little bit more. trust in myself, trust that the journey that I went on was, you know, so that I could see this dark side. So that I wasn't all high in the sky, you know, so it wasn't all love and light. That there is this shadow side. This shadow side is important to work on. You know, I learnt so much in the last couple of years about, you know, our fears and how you can't suppress them, because if you suppress them, it's like a band, you know. It's like a lacquer band. You're just resisting, and then bam, it all comes at you at once, which is what happened to me. You know, possibly no one needs to go through this if they are able to accept their shadow, able to accept their past does, you know. You can't suppress it forever. You've got to work on your shit while you know. You've got to work on your shit and turn it not into shit, you know. Accept it. Accept that it's part of us. But it was a profound lesson, and you know, one that I didn't want. I really didn't want. My ego didn't want it either. I wanted to stay in that unconditional love. I do miss love. I do miss feeling. I do miss caring. Like, I hope I get some of that back. I'm happy to be detached from carrying around pain. Definitely not happy with the joy. It's also good to know that that place is there. Yeah, it's also good to know that place is there. It's like at least a place that exists, that is not too far from home, that has people that I can at least talk with without sounding like a complete lunatic, you know. Even the conversation that we had after the healing outside while smoking was part of it for me. It was part of it because you see there is people out there. Not everyone's this mainstream stuff. I can be myself with, you know, I can be myself there. It's bloody awesome. And they have things on Thursday and Friday nights. Yay! Not just weekends like everywhere else. Everywhere else just has weekend stuff. And I work weekends, so I can never go to these things because they're always on when I work. So these guys have something on when my sister's home. You know, she can look after the kids, and I can go out and be free to be me. So that's pretty awesome. And they've got a market coming up, which is a twilight market. So even though it's on a weekend, it's open till like 10 p.m. at night on a weekend. So I can go there after work. So it's really, I'm really happy that I went there. I'm really happy that I found this place. Just to be able to be myself somewhere. You know, you can go within all you can, but it's so good to just speak to people who don't think you're crazy. So we're either all just as crazy as each other, or there's something to it, and it's just like, I don't know, just really validating. It's good. And I'm home, and now I need to sort of integrate everything. See ya.